Welcome. Let's see. Oh. That is better. Take a seat, okay? This late night vibe thing is pretty cool. I can't lie. Okay. This video should be relatively short. We'll just see. Let me turn this down real quick. Okay. So the topic of this video is the colors of the rainbow. But before I start the video, I'm going to start the video off with a fun fact. So, did you know this is what an actual rainbow looks like? A whole circle. But because of the way it hits the ground, we see it as a semicircle. I thought that was so interesting. But this is what an actual rainbow looks like. Yeah. That is a fun fact. Okay, so the topic of this video is the color of the rainbow. I will be making a whole 360 color correlation using the rainbow. So, as far as spirituality goes, we use the 7 chakras that are aligned with the color of the rainbow to denote the difference in each of the energy, with purple starting as a crown and red starting with the root, right? Now, this is the emotional frequency chart. I believe this chart is represented in quantum physics, but this chart measures the emotional frequency of the human body. Now, this chart also uses the color of the rainbow, starting from purple as the highest frequency, all the way to red at the lowest frequency to measure the vibration of energy. Well, of emotion, which is just energy in motion. But anyway, yeah. So just like the chakra, and just like this chart, the rainbow is used. Alright? Now, this is my representation of the electromagnetic spectrum. The electromagnetic spectrum is a term used in science that best describes every form of light energy that exists on this earth plane. Now, just to scale this chart out, number 1, this wavelength represents the frequency of light energy. This wavelength, right? Now, starting on the side of the chart, the light form represented on this side of the chart has, let me see. Yeah, the light form with the lowest frequency, but the biggest wavelength is the radio wave, and is represented on this side of the chart. And the light form on this side of the chart with the shortest wavelength but the highest frequency is represented as a gamma ray. Now, to measure the size of these light forms, the light form on this side with the biggest wavelength is as big as a soccer field, and the light form on this side with the shortest wavelength is as small as the nuclei of an atom. In comparison, it is ridiculous. But this wavelength represents the frequency starting from this side all the way to this side. Now, on this electromagnetic spectrum, somewhere in the middle is a form of light called the visible spectrum. And in this middle of the spectrum is the only form of light that the human eye can see. And this is why we see the color of the rainbow. And just like this chart uses the color of the rainbow to measure the frequency of energy. And I thought that was so cool. And even if you put the chart side to side, like this, this wavelength can still measure the frequency because they're all represented by the rainbow. Basically saying that this shade of color has the highest frequency along with the shade of color having the lowest frequency. I think it's pretty cool how colors can measure energy in that way. When I found this out, I was like mind blown. That shit is so cool to me. Okay. Yeah. So I hope I explained this chart right. This chart is a big deal, honestly. But yeah. So to add my own ideology to this rainbow spectrum, as an artist, we use the rainbow spectrum to create masterpieces, right? I feel as if the rainbow spectrum can symbolize the eye of God because he is in fact the first artist and he made everything that we can see on this earth plane. And everything is made up of energy which can be measured by the color of the rainbow. It kind of ties in a sense. And yeah, that's my take on the color of the rainbow. Very short. So long story short, the rainbow can measure the frequency of energy. Oh, fun fact number 2. Okay, yeah, fun fact number 2. So I thought it was pretty cool after looking at this that Blue Ivy is named after the rainbow. The acronym of the rainbow is Roy G. Biv, and the last 3 colors is BIV, meaning blue, indigo, violet. Like her name is legitly just like the highest frequency of the rainbow, which is so cool. So cool. Her parents are geniuses. They're lyrical geniuses. I believe Blue Ivy is like a triple entendre now. But yeah, that's a fun fact. Blue Ivy is named after the color of the rainbow. So Jay-Z and Beyonce is pretty cool for that. And yeah. This is my presentation using the rainbow. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I do hope the video came out clear enough. If not, I'm not sorry. But yeah, bye.